Good afternoon, fellow coffee lovers in the Nespresso fan club page. I was asked a question on a video I did about cup size and what cups I have with the vertuo creatista. So what I have in front of me is the machine itself, and the cups that I have, if we come across, there's a various of, pardon the camera work, various range of cups. That particular one is the Nespresso from Nespresso, and that is a 440ml sized cup. And then we go down to what is it's from Nespresso again, pretty well a standard size coffee cup. This one will hold about 350, maybe 380ml. And then we come across to a standard normal coffee cup, which probably appears to be a little bit bigger than the Nespresso one, but again it's a standard size coffee mug. I do have some slightly smaller ones. And then we have the recipe glass, which is 350ml. So they're basically the four cups that I have, and they're all basically around, maybe apart from the Nespresso 440ml, pretty well a standard size as to what you would buy as a normal coffee cup. So coming across to the machine, what it does is it will brew a coffee by the size of the barcode on the pod. So let's go across and have a look at some of the pods and see what they are. Okay, so this is a sample box that I got when I got the machine. So if we come up to the top there, you've got your espressos, which will take a 80ml shot, which is your 40ml shot, which is your standard espresso shot, and again the Altiso, which is a different variety, will also do a 40ml. Then you come down to what's known as double espresso, which is an 80ml. Then you come down to your mug size, which is usually your standard coffee size, and that will deliver a 230ml shot of coffee. So the standard coffee cup will be more than enough to cope or to handle all these size of pods. So it virtually depends on what size pod you're using as to what you want. The Fortizo, which is known as part of the Grand Lungo, that actually does 150ml. So from the machine reading the pods, it would depends on how much coffee it will deliver. So let's go back to the machine. Okay, so for the purpose of this video, for the young lady to answer her question, I'm going to use the standard sized coffee cup, which will give us about between 380 and 400. So what we've done is I've got the machine set up to where I want it to a nice hot cup of coffee, and then the milk texture up to the second, which is about latte quality. So this will deliver a 230ml shot of coffee into the cup, and then coming down here, I've got the jug full of milk up to the max, but I probably won't use it all. So let's load up the machine and get a brew going. Okay, so I'm going to use the automatic feature of the machine, which will enable us to continue straight from milk frothing across to the milk. So we've got a 230ml pod in there, which is a nice strong. So simply all I do is hit that, and then hit the brew switch at the same time, and that will read the barcode on the pod and determine how much coffee to disperse. And as I say, it will be 230 ml, and we'll see what happens when it fills the cup. So it's steaming the milk at the moment to the settings that I've got. It'll probably take a few seconds, so we'll come back. Okay, so that's probably nearly finished now. So you can see the flashing light on the top of the machine, which means it's virtually in standby mode. Right, now the milk is finishing up frothing. So once that stops, it's gone into its clean mode. Now it's automatically going into to brew the coffee. So that's the machine starting up. A little bit on the noisy side, but while it's doing that, we can actually see how much coffee is going into the cup. And as I say, this is a standard, pretty well a standard size coffee cup. So it's going to depend on what pod size you want, as to in relation as to what cup you want to use. So now that's pretty well filled the cup. So that's 230 ml of coffee. So by the time I go to add the milk with that, it's going to be rather full. So that was in a standard size coffee cup. Now the other one that I do have is probably slightly bigger, so you may have had more room left for the milk. So let's just finish this milk off, which means I'll just have to clean the wand, and then we'll pour the milk into it and just see how much more we get in there. All right, so that's it full. So peeling back some of the crema, you can see by the blackness that it's probably just about filled the cup. So depending on how much milk you like with your coffee, as to how much a cup size you would want. So we're not going to get much milk in this, so we'll just top it up to the top. There we go, with a bit of milk, and then we'll give that another stir. I missed that one. So that's pretty well it in a nutshell. Had I used that cup, which is probably slightly bigger than the white one, I probably would have had a little bit more room to add some milk. So in answer to your question, Jan, a standard cup size will handle a mug size pod, but again it just depends on which pod you are using as to how full the cup will be, or pretty well much into your drink preference. So I hope this has probably helped you out a little bit. So I did say I was going to do a little video for you. So hopefully this will help. Just let me know if it did help you when I will post it on the fan club. So again, well, not again, but thank you for watching the video, and thank you for your question, and I hope it helps.